dream of vision. For vision, more fine lace, he can still bring his stuff. Yeah. This big giant's talking New York with a skyline bleeds. Basketball dreams in the football seas. Got a mic in the hand and a vision that feeds. In the fantasy realms where the ghost dog leads. He's a shadow on the court and a phantom on the field. Timberland stomping, truth never concealed. Got my podcast lit, each story revealed. Talk Ryan legends and hoops that appeal.
Yeah, you know what time it is over here at Ghost Dog's Big Talk. Yes, fresh off of the John Harbaugh presser. Man, yo, Joe Shane. I don't know if it was the way Joe Shane was quaking under his breath or the way that John Harbaugh just absolutely commanded the room. But I was thoroughly entertained. The energy is up. However, before I get into my reaction, you already know what time it is, man. If you feel the vibe, make sure you hit subscribe. If you appreciate the way I spit on this mic, smash that like. Yes. Reaction to the John Harbaugh presser. Yo, let's just start it off, man. Let's just get the elephant out the room. Was Joe Shane out there on the verge of tears, of a panic attack, anxiety attack? Gasping for breath, quaking under his voice. Oh man, is the Tim boot pressed thoroughly on his neck? Is what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Just nervousness. Just stuttering his words, gasping for breath. It sounded like he was about to have a heart attack. And I don't know if it was relief that finally they got the dude in the building and they're having the press conference, or maybe it's just like there was a conversation that was had, like, yo, don't mess this up. This is your last opportunity here. And it goes back to the whole situation why there was the delay with the contract in the first place. There was rumor going around that John Harbaugh didn't want to have to answer to him, that he only had to answer to John Mara, to ownership. And he keeps mentioning it. If you've been paying attention, he's kind of like been dropping that fact over and over and over again. And I think personally, has Joe Shane so nervous. And it's starting to show. In the worst way possible. And it's crazy, man. It was hilarious. However, when John Harbaugh stepped on the stage, it was like night and day. Came in calm, cool, collected, answered the questions to the best of his ability. And then there was a moment there. Low key, there was a moment there where if you was to pay attention, one might think he was kind of calling Joe Shane out. When he was going over the whole thing about talking about the players and loving football, and if you don't love football, you're basically not going to be here anymore. And then he goes, Joe, we'll let those guys go play in other places, right? Right, Joe? Yeah, Joe. And that's like, I don't know, that's like, I feel like that's kind of like his way of reminding him, like, yeah, bro, there's a new sheriff in town. I'm the captain now. And I think that's where that nervousness comes from. I don't think Joe Shane is used to this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's used to having to, like, you know, I won't say kowtow, but answer to the head coach in that man. I think he's just been so used to just have to deal with ownership and not have to deal with the coach in a way in terms of answering to them, that now it's like a whole, like, upside down for him, all topsy-turvy. And I think it's got him nervous. However, I'm all with John Harbaugh, man. I'm all with it. And I said it in a previous video. He's going to come in here and hold these players accountable. So the Evan Neals, the Jalen Hyatts, the Deontay Banks, hell, even the Abdul Carters. And not that I expect him to continue on with the nonsense, but make no mistake about it. Playtime is over. It's time for business. And it's time to get to winning football. And this is exactly what I pictured John Harbaugh coming in and clarifying. There's no more games over here. It's a mess. And it's been a mess. And it's a shameful thought to think, or rather a shameful image, if you will, to sit here and have a franchise like the New York Football Giants, as he said, the New York Football Giants, to be in the state that they're in right now. It's a shame. We're talking about a cornerstone franchise here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Giants fans, understand that. Established in 1925, one of the pillars of the NFL. Make no mistake. So we got the guy in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got the guy in the building. The paperwork is signed. The ink is dry. It's time to get to work. Time to clock in. Time to get into these players' ears and their faces if need be. No more games over here, man. If you don't love football, we don't need you here. Joe Schoen, we'll let them go play somewhere else. I repeat. And now that Joe Schoen got his little presser out the way and all that stuff, it's time for you to go sit in the back seat. All the way in the back row, the back seat. Know your place. Know your lane. You are a talent evaluator. A number cruncher. Okay? That's what you are. No more of this highfalutin and all this other nonsense. That's it, bro. It's over with. This is your last shot with the Giants. Just don't mess it up. Simple mathematics. Listen to Joe Schoen. Listen to John Harbaugh. Excuse me, Mr. Joe Schoen. Get him what he needs. Get him what he wants, because he's gonna rectify the problems that's been persisting in this building for too long. Problems that's been going on since even before you arrived here, Mr. Joe Schoen. So, look, oh, happy days. Man, does it feel good to be a Giants fan right now. Seems like we got the quarterback of the future in the building. Seems like we got the future defensive star in the building. In a Brian Burns with the tandem of a Abdul Carter. Right? And it seems like we have the future head coach in the building for the foreseeable future, for at least the next 7 years. I got a good feeling he's going to be getting an extension somewhere in the near future, like year 4 or 5. Oh, yeah. I see John Harbaugh being here, if they're successful, at least probably until he's maybe he's 63 now, probably until he's 72. I'll give him a good 7 to 9 seasons. If they're successful, if things are going our way as an organization and as a team. Absolutely. Sky's the limit. Man, woo, cannot wait for draft, yo. Cannot wait for draft, and I cannot wait for this season opener already. It's crazy. It's going to be a long wait. However, man, quick little reaction to the John Harbaugh / Joe Schoen presser. Had him sweating bullets up there, boy. Shaking. However, quick little reaction, as I said, gone on long enough, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me how you feel as a Giants fan, man. Are you happy that John Harbaugh is finally out making noise, making pressers, letting it be known that the New York Football Giants is on the up and up? Let me know. And as I always say around this time, man, I'm going to give y'all a big blue salute and peace.
From the shadows of MetLife to Mike's last track, GhostDog repping Big Blue, never looking back. Podcast sales, that's deep in the fog. Gridiron echoes follow the phantom dog. Jersey glows under moonless skies. Fades with the beat, but never truly dies. He barks once loud, a New York anthem blast. That vanishes like stories from podcast past.
This is a GhostDog mixtape original.